Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So this is a gun that I have been wanting to do a guide for a very long time here on the channel, but I waited because I knew that it was going to constantly get nerfed because it was always known as the most OP gun, the laser, the balance breaker, just an amazing gun, but frustrates everybody. For the first time actually playing with the gun now, I can honestly say that I feel like it's in a balanced state. Kind of a meme to say, but nonetheless, still hands down the best DPS weapon in Apex Legends, giving it the meme of being the best gun in the game. It absolutely fries due to that lower recoil that it did have. It has a lot more kick, but later it doesn't have as much anymore whenever you continue to shoot. Of course, outside of any guns in the crate, still again, hands down the best close range weapon. If you find the Havoc now, you'll need to be able to control its recoil, obviously, because it requires more skill. But honestly, if still face to face, you lost some bullets in terms of the overall mag size, which is 28 bullets. But I still stand by the saying of havoc or be havoc'd. Literally, if you don't have a havoc, then what are you doing? This gun will always be just that good. So mag size wise, to talk about it again, it's pretty easy, 28 bullets. Remember, back in the day when this used to have various mags, obviously you can put an attachment onto it. I recommend the HCOG, as that's usually best to utilize, as well as getting yourself a stock if you put it in slot 1 to switch over to slot 2 weapon a lot faster. Because this gun does not have any mods to it really, I'm just going to go right into the recoil. The kick of the gun is immense at the start. This is the largest impact of the gun. Now after a moment the gun stops kicking like crazy, it keeps very consistent. It has a nice left and right side sway. The difficulty here is that left and right horizontal sway, especially on PC, can be a real pain in the butt. But of course on controller, that initial kick is where it really hurts on controller. But of course later, that left and right sway is really not that bad. So let's discuss the kick. It goes directly to the right immediately, a hard kick, so you need to counter by pulling left. It sways immensely left and right. This makes it much more difficult to manage long range, and this makes it more manageable of close range. When super close range, because the spread is just so immense, you can honestly just hip fire and crouch spam to abuse the crouch hip fire adjustment. This would be more of a point blank range though mechanic. Once you're a little further, you are going to want to ADS. You're not going to want to hip fire this gun because the ADS is just absolutely sporadic on what it does. So once you start getting a little further away, you're going to want to ADS this thing. Because the recoil is so high, using a 3x on this, especially in controller, is very unrealistic to do so, unless you change your sensitivity setting. This 2x is still super strong, but visually the kick does obstruct the view. It is clear the HCOG for this gun is now best, as I mentioned before, because you really need to be able to see your target, and that kick can really block when you are seeing at a distance. I recommend practicing on the dummies, the wall targets, and targets just standing still. In the background, I've been shooting targets moving around. Exercise 1. Practice the recoil without moving at all, then adjust for different distances. Exercise number 2. Now add a left and right 80-80 spam or left and right on your joystick. Exercise 3, add moving targets, like I'm doing on screen, like I mentioned. Get those dummies moving and kind of pile it all in together. Of course, I have a guide on how to get the target dummies moving if you need that. Now, exercise 4, this really helps put the recoil in perspective, and especially when you're at close range and you're doing the crouch spam. This is very prevalent more towards PC players. Use third-person mode. This will also help you handle the recoil. I just put out a guide yesterday talking about how to go into third person. I really recommend doing it, especially with the Havoc, and that's kind of why I put these videos neck to neck, because I think it's the most helpful. But because the recoil of this gun is so much more than before, third person mode can provide context, how much space it takes, and your movement. It seems like there's way less recoil, but in reality, it's the same as when you're in first person. Again, remember to review your VODs, consider the distance, lag, and of course bullet velocity when it comes to the Havoc. I hope you guys found this video very helpful. I try to keep it very straightforward and to the point. Hopefully it's very helpful to see the recoil pattern on the wall and, you know, seeing it, maybe put this video in slow motion and kind of nail down more of your shots and how to use the Havoc. Very straightforward. Hope it's helpful. Really appreciate all of you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.